Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Cornder, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by Bri Stoltzman of the Southwest Minnesota State women's basketball team. Bri, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, as we do each week, let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Bri Stoltzman. I'm from Mankato, Minnesota. I'm a junior at SMSU, and my major is exercise science.
All right, and what is your plans for exercise science degree after SMSU?
I plan to go to grad school. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I know that I'll further my education after.
All right, well, you got a few years to figure that out before grad school. A junior from Mankato, you mentioned. Tell us why you chose Southwest Minnesota State for your academic and athletic career.
I chose SMSU because I really like the community aspect of it. It's a close-knit town, and I wanted to be a name rather just a number, like a statistic. And I also really liked Coach Webb.
Right. Well, Coach Webb and the Mustangs are off to a 4-6 start this season, but you had some difficult non-conference play to start the season. You're currently 3-2 in NSIC play, including handing Concordia St. Paul and Minnesota Duluth their first conference losses of the season. That happening last weekend. How has that early season schedule helped you prepare for the grind that is NSIC play?
I think the non-conference games were crucial because it really showed us who we could be and what we needed to work on.
You had two 30-plus performances already this season, including 31 in that 86-80 win over nationally ranked Minnesota Duluth last weekend. How would you describe your style of play?
I would describe my style of play as free and confident, and I try to play fast. I try to push the ball, and I think I really feed off of my team's energy. So when they're bringing it, I try to bring it as well.
All right, I always ask about free throws. In both games last weekend, you hit some big free throws late in those contests. What goes through your mind when you step up to the line in those high-pressure situations?
Right before the free throws, I didn't have anything on my mind. And in the Concordia game, Samantha Wall just like came up to me and told me to breathe and that I could knock him down. So then as I went to the free throw line, that just kept replaying in my head. And then for the Duluth game, Mackenzie Jones did the same thing. And when I stepped to the line, I was just replaying what they said to me in my head.
The Mustangs snapped a 7-game losing streak to UMD last weekend. You led the way scoring, but talk about those other teammates that contributed to the win.
Yeah, it was definitely a team effort. I mean, all around, everyone was just grinding and playing hard, especially Madison Galoff in the paint was just being really tough down there and really helped us bang him out of the post to be able to not allow them to score many inside points. And I think everyone was just moving the ball, playing team basketball, which we really value. And I think that was a big win.
You mentioned Coach Webb already. He is in his 8th season with the Mustangs. He led SMSU to a 4th-place finish in the NSIC last season, and you advanced to the NSIC tournament semifinals. What is the culture that he has brought to this team?
I think the culture starts off with who he's bringing to the team. I mean, he's bringing really talented players. Even though everyone's really talented, everyone's also a good person. And we're just like a culture of a family, a sisterhood. We all bond and we really like to play team basketball. And I think he really brings the competitive aspect to practice. And I think he's building a winning culture here at SMSU.
And how would you we asked about your style of play? What's the Mustang style of play when you get out there? Are you up and down the court fast, or how would you describe that?
I would describe our style of play as free, fast, and confident. Everyone can shoot it, everyone can drive it, everyone loves to play defense, everyone's a gritty player, they have confidence, competitive, and I think it's really important that we just move the ball and just everyone can shoot it.
All right, we got 2 games left before winter break. What will be keys for the Mustangs to keep this winning streak going?
To keep our winning streak going, I think we can just keep playing simple, fast, free, confident. I don't think we have to do anything crazy. I think like everyone is just finding their role and like everyone is just putting in the work. So I think if we just keep doing that, we'll be okay.
All right, in 10 to 20 years, when you look back, what do you think will be your best takeaways from playing college basketball?
I think my best takeaways will come from like what I learned in the game, how I developed as a person, what shaped me into being that person. And I think I'll look back and just remember all the good times I had with my teammates and like the tough situations that we had to overcome and just battle adversity.
All right, this week you have a home game on Thursday night, then on the road Saturday to wrap up NSIC play for this calendar year. It's easy to get excited for game day, but what drives you every day, not only on the court, but in the classroom and in life?
I think what drives me not only on the court but in life and in the classroom is my family. I have four siblings, and honestly, I just look up to all of them. So I've always just wanted to be like them, and then they're successful, and they just push me to be better and want to grow.
All right, and game day, any unique pregame rituals or superstitions that you have?
I'm not superstitious. I just don't have any really game day routine that I do every day. I kind of just go to the gym.
All right. That's always nice to play loose, not have to worry about if you lost your lucky socks or put on something the wrong way. So, final question before we let you go. What advice would you give to a young player to help them in their development?
I would say just get in the gym as much as you can, bring a friend. I mean, basketball is a team sport, not an individual sport. So if you're bringing your friends, then you guys can develop together.
All right. Some good advice there from Bri Stoltzman. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. Bri, best of luck to you and the Mustangs the rest of the season.
Thank you.